Yo, this new update, they've been updating Zoom pretty often. It's a little weird. Extendo, don't need the extendo. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Guys, when I draw, it's very important that you draw. Like, I take this serious and I want to help you, and I try to make these examples very detailed so you guys can have solid examples on you while you trade, right? If I go a little too fast, sometimes that happens, I'm in the zone. You could ask me to slow down. If you're confused, please unmute. I would rather you guys unmute than type, right? Unmute so I can go ahead and answer it there and then, right? And most importantly, when I draw, you draw, guys. When I draw, you draw. Very important. Trading is an open book test, so have all this stuff on you at all times, right? So let's go ahead, guys. Market is bullish right now. Boom, doing its thing, doing its thing. Let me see. My computer's already glitching, and we just started. That's okay though. All right, let's go ahead. So the market is bullish right now, and we need for the market to create structure. Structure is important for us, guys. Super important for us, right? We're not just buying off momentum. We need structure to be formed in order for us to have some type of confirmation, right? So boom, the market is pulling back right now. So at this point, family, we have a higher high and a higher low. Now it's very important that you know what that is, right? So if you guys do not, it's very important you guys go ahead and cover the basics. So as of right now, we have higher high and higher low. Now in order to get a continuation play, we need to go ahead and break and close above this higher high. So let's go ahead. Let's label this. Now, you don't have to draw this label right now, but you need to see it and understand it. We need a BOS for buy opportunity. Awesome. So as the market's pulling back right now, guys, we need the market to actually break and close above this line, right? So let's go ahead. Boom. Market is doing its thing, creating the structure exactly how we need it to. So we finally get that break of structure, guys, right? We could see it. Let's go ahead and update this line. Now, this is something I would like you guys to draw in your notes, the BOS line, because when you see a BOS, that's letting you know, the trader, that the market is ready to go now, right? The market is ready to go. The market can chill right here. We can higher high, higher low. We can consolidate below that line forever. And as soon as we break and close above, it is now ready to go. So it's very important that you have this line here, because that's going to let you know, right? Sometimes the market can create structure that has you confused, right? And it happens all the time, right? So it's super important that you guys put this right here. It's going to keep you right there focused, right? So awesome. We can see here break and close above the higher wick and wick. I want to see the wick, right? The wicks count. So if this is the highest wick, boom, I need it to break and close above. Good question. Good question. So right here, guys, we can see we have a rally breakout. Rally breakout to the upside, right? That's what we need to see. We need to see a rally breakout to the upside. And once we see that rally breakout to the upside, we need to follow that rally back down to the last selling candle. So that last selling candle there is going to be my starting point. This is going to be my buy opportunity right here. We'll change that to blue. All right. So boom, once we find our starting point, guys, we need to find our stop loss. The stop loss is just as important as your entry, right? So we need to look in this area and find the lowest wick. So we'll go ahead, boom, we'll use this, right? Sometimes it's not always the tightest stop loss. Sometimes it could be a little, a little large, but the market gives you the play, guys. The market literally gives you the play. So let's listen, right? If the stop loss is this tight, awesome, cool. But if the stop loss is something like this, we have to listen and respect it, right? Let's not be that person who knows the stop loss should be right here, but they're going to put their stop loss like this instead. because they want it tight. Let's not do that. Let's listen to the market. The market creates the stop loss. If the stop loss is a little too big for you guys, then you need to under leverage a little bit, right? If the stop loss, you're probably like, you know what, I only like to risk 30 pips max, but this stop loss is 45, right? This is just an example. Well, you're gonna have to under leverage, and that's just the name of the game, guys. You have to under leverage or wait for that confirmation setup that we like, right? And we'll use that, and we'll go over that together today. So now that we have this buy opportunity, guys, we're literally waiting. We're just gonna wait. This is my alert. This is my alert line. Boom. So I have my buy opportunity locked in. I know where I want to buy, right? I know where I want to buy. Now I'm waiting, right? So let's go ahead. The market's gonna come back. On its way, coming back for me. Now it's very important that we wait right here, guys, right? We don't want to be that person who sees this momentum and then they see this large candle and then they get in literally right here. They get in right here because they think it's going to continue up. Do not do that. Do not be the person who trades the momentum. We wait for that market to come back. Right? Give me a 5 if that makes sense. We wait for the market to come back. So boom, the market is on its way, doing its thing. Awesome. It's in our zone now. It's in our zone. So right now, guys, what we have is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We know in order to continue trend, we need to break and close above, right? So let's go ahead. The market's in our zone. We know we want to buy. We should be in this position, right? So let's go ahead. Need BOS. Awesome. So now the market's in blues right now, right? We're in profit. Let's go ahead. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and create some structure for you guys. Awesome. Awesome. So we can see here, this trade hit TP. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Round of applause for the squad. Let's get it. Now, did that make sense, guys, on how we find our starting points? We wait for that break of structure, and we look for the last selling candle before the breakout rally. What is up, Neri? Let's go. Damn, no signal. Sheesh. Might be. But if this makes sense, guys, give me a 1 if this makes sense on how to look for your starting point. Awesome. Let's go. Now we rinse and repeat, guys. We're going to rinse and repeat. Let's go ahead. We got the BOS, so let's go ahead and update this. BOS. Awesome. Now we need to adjust because my new buy opportunity is not down here. So we need to move this, right? So let's go ahead. Give me a second. All right, guys. What arrow is my new starting point? For the vets who've been on the calls for a minute. What arrow is my new starting point? What color? The blue. The blue, yes. We're looking for the last selling candle before the breakout rally, right? So I know a lot of people will get confused with the first rally, and I'm not saying it's not a rally, right? But this rally didn't break and close above this zone, right? We're looking for the last selling candle that broke and closed above the high, and that's this one right here. Awesome. So we rinse and repeat this whole setup, right? We waited for that break of structure. We identified the breakout rally. We've identified the starting point. Now we have to find the stop loss. And again, anytime we find our starting point right in this area, we need to look for the lowest wick. The lowest wick. So we'll go ahead and use this one, the green one again. Bow. So let's go ahead and adjust. Right? Let's go ahead and adjust. And again, we wait. We're waiting right here, guys. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to award. Right? And we're waiting. Does this make sense, guys? Give me a 2 if this makes sense. We set our alerts and we wait. Again, guys, like we don't have to be trading every day, right? What if the market is right here, we just break new highs, and then market starts to consolidate, and we're eager because we've seen this market run, right? We're seeing this market run, but let the market give us the confirmations, right? Because sooner or after a good run, it's gonna want to consolidate, right? After a good run, there's times where it'll consolidate for a full day or two, right? And we're eager trying to catch this move. If you make 1% that day, do you get off? Oh yeah, bro. I mean, let's see. I mean, 1%. Most people are risking 1%. So if you hit a TP, I mean, Powerhouse, we trade minimum 1 to 3 risk to award. So I mean, if you hit a trade, you're making that 3%, and then you're done, right? But yeah, once you hit your trade, guys, you guys don't need to trade anymore. You're good for the day. Right? Save your capital. You don't give none back. Like you just made money in one of the hardest markets to make money in. Right? Don't give none back.
Hey, I
And
got a question.
yeah, what's up?
So if you catch a break of structure
Uh-huh.
and say the buy side potential keeps going up, instead of would
Instead of
you
coming back down.
would you just trail your stop loss instead of setting a take profit, or do you
No,
just
no.
do you're
So
just really strategic with it?
I like to just there's two ways to go about it. Right? Usually if you're taking a test trade, that test trade you can hold for longer. Right? You could trail your stop loss, continue to swing it. But the one that you're leveraging heavy in, do not be greedy with that one. Take your money and get out with your 1 to 3 and look for a new position where you can enter a heavier lot. But your lower lot position, you can continue to hold that if you like. But the ones that you're scaling heavy in, guys, you guys want to take that money and accumulate so you can have some stacked for the next trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll go over the test trade right here with this one, right? The test trade and the confirmation trade. Because again, guys, after a good move, it can consolidate, right? And on the way down, guys, on the way down to this entry, as the market is coming down, we want to look for that stair step market structure. The lower lows, the lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs, the lower lows, the lower highs. That's very important that we identify this short term trend down to my entry. Could we consider one candle as a breakout rally? Yes, one candle could be a breakout rally. For sure. For sure. As long as it's good quality and you're like, okay, that was a clear breakout. You don't want nothing sus like this, and you're like, all right, this is a breakout right here. You know, a little suspect one. No, you want something like, yeah, all right, bet. Do you only trade off break of structure? Would it be higher time frame? Is going against the trend? Do you only trade off break of structure? What if the higher time frame is going against the trend? Well, we're only going with the trend. We only go with the trend here, bro. That's it. What if higher time frame is going against the trend? Yeah, like we're sticking. We go from higher time frame down to the low. All of them. We don't stick to one time frame. We don't stick to one time frame. That's how you get clapped. When you're not aware of everything, you get clapped, right? Because you're like, why did I get clapped, bro? And you're on the 5, or you're on the 1, or you're on the 15, right? You're like, why did I get clapped? Well, you're only looking at that structure. There's a bigger game going on. There's a bigger game being played, guys. right? And institutions, they who makes the markets, right? Who makes these markets? You guys see these markets on the weekly, the monthly, these things that are being created for years, right? Who creates that? The banks, the institutions. And the banks and institutions love higher time frames, right? So yes, you can scalp and do your thing, but you need to know what the higher time frame bias is, so you understand where that lower time frame, so you could have some confidence in that lower time frame. Does that make sense? Exactly. Yes. So as the market's coming back down, guys, we need to see this stair-step market structure. Now, it may not always be the cleanest, right? And that's okay. But as long as you could mark up your break of structures to the downside, you're going to be okay, guys. Let's go ahead. Market pulls back, and we'll get another one dropping down. Boom. Now let's have some consolidation being formed again. Let's put it like this. We'll delete this one. Boom. So right now we have some type of stair-step market structure. Stair-step market structure. Does that make sense, guys? Right? So we know we want to enter here. But maybe things are fishy, whatever the case may be, right? This is our test trade. I like to test trade the first touch. Always. I always like to test trade the first touch with the under leveraged lot, right? Because sometimes the market can do what? It can be a little toxic on news days, hit your stop loss, and instead of losing 1%, you could just lose 0.25%. And then once the market decides to go our way, boom, we can now enter that heavier lot right here in this area. Right? So right here, the first touch, guys, is going to be a test trade. Does that make sense? Give me a 1, because I'm gonna break down the confirmation trade right now with you guys. First touch is test trade. The second setup is going to be our confirmation trade. Right? So let's go. The market is dropping down one more time. Boom. The market hits our entry. Awesome. We're in it. But we need to mark up our BOSs, guys. This is going to help us a lot. BOS to the downside. BOS to the downside. We get one last BOS to the downside right here. Now, what line am I missing, guys? I know there's some vets on this call. Do not let me down right now. What line do we need in order to get that extra confirmation? Let's go. Let's go. We need that change of character line. So, boom, my change of character line. I need a change of character for a second buy opportunity. Should my change of character line be right here, family? Does it belong right here? No. If you can annotate on my screen, where does it belong, guys? There's 29. Oh, let's go. There should be 29 of y'all drawing all over my shit. Let's go. Yes, it needs to be as close to price as possible. If price is right here, I want my change of character line to be on the closest pullback to live price. So we have pullback 1, pullback 2, pullback 3 is the closest pullback to live price. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Who was this? Can you take that line off, please? I appreciate you, though, for being interactive.
I don't know how to take it off.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all know I'm get it off, get it off. I appreciate you for drawing, but get that out, bruh. All right, so this is the closest pullback to live price right now, and I need a bullish break of structure. Right, I like to keep everything labeled for you. Yo, so no, bro. She knows. She been here a while. All right, guys. So right now we're in test trade numero uno. First touch is my test trade right here. right? First touch is my test trade. Now, how can I know when what do I need to see in order for me to get into another trade, Vinny? I got you right now. So as the market, wait, why does it go there and not on top where the downtrend starts? My change of character line? Because live price is here. Remember, this is the BOS. I need to break a structure here to continue higher. Higher high. Let me watch. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Now as the market is coming down, forming that higher low to my entry, it's going to make this stair-step market structure, right? But in order to get into another trade as close to my entry as possible, I need to focus right here, right? I'm teaching you how to get into 2 trades in the same area. Does that make sense? Now, once we get the BOS, we can now continue to look for more trades, guys, because the BOS is a continuation move. So once we get that continuation move, we can now continue to stack and look for more trades. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. So we don't forget about that. But for the drawing, I want to keep it clean. Bet. All right, guys. So the market is starting to go my way. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We up right now. Test trade 0.01. We up $2. Let's go. We do this for real. All right, guys. Market structure is doing its thing, right? There's nothing we can do. We have to wait for this change of character, right? We're not taking buys just because it touched this line. Oh, it touched it. Okay, we're taking buys. No, we're not taking buys. We need for the market to break and close above. It can consolidate for a whole week for all I care. But as soon as we break and close above, what are we going to start looking for, guys?
Retest.
I'm sorry?
Starting point.
Change of character.
For more buys. But yes, starting point. We need that change of character to look for a starting point and continue the buys. But again, I'm not looking for another buy. I'm in a buy right here. This is buy 1. Oh, she locked in. This is buy 1. Now, I need this break and close above so I can get into buy number 2. Right? So again, the market can consolidate for a whole week for all I care. But as soon as we break and close above, I'm now looking for more buys. So let's go ahead. Let's make excuse me, oh my goodness. Let's make some consolidation real quick. Let's make that. Let's do it. Boom. Let's go. Man, my Picassos get better every day, bro. Look at this. Okay, guys. So we're consolidating. We're still in only 1 buy. But as soon as we break and close above, guys, boom. Did we get that change of character? Yes or no? Unmute. Unmute for me, fam. Did we get that change of character?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Boom. We get the change of character. Now, there's 2 plays we can use here, right? 2 plays we can use. There's a starting point play for those who love the starting points, right? I know Miguel's a big fan of starting points. Boom. We see the breakout rally to the upside. So we have a last selling candle right here. Boom. Now, for those who've been on these calls for a minute, what other setup do we have? Do you guys see another setup?
Shoulder.
The shoulder. Now, the reason why I have you guys mark these up, yeah, Shani, yes, sir. The reason why I have you guys mark it up like this is because this very last BOS before the change of character is your shoulder zone. That's your left shoulder, right? We have shoulder, neckline, the head, change of character. Now I need for the market to come back down to this right shoulder level so we can go ahead and continue up higher. Give me a 2 if that makes sense right there. So we can go ahead and use this, and again, the wicks do matter. Wicks help us find our zone. So we'll go ahead. We'll look at the live market right now. So boom, we have the head and shoulder marked up, right? And if you guys can't see it, let me pull out the homie. It's my buddy. It's my guy right here. He taught me everything I know. Nah, I'm just kidding. Sent to the back. Oh, what? What? Sent to back. All right. Let's delete this guy. Let's delete that guy. All right. So this, guys, look at this. We have left shoulder, head. Now, as soon as we change character, boom. We can't have a head and shoulder until we change character, guys. So as soon as we change character, that's a go. It's time to lock and load. It's time to lock and load. Now, my stop loss for the shoulder, I'm going to delete this because we're already in. We know what we're doing now. We're in on one trade. Now, my setup for the shoulder, for the stop loss, is going to be the low. It's going to be the low. So my setup is going to look like this, trading the head and shoulder. Again, minimum 1 to 3. Minimum 1 to 3, guys. So as soon as market wants to come back in this area, we know what we want to do now. The market let us know with this change of character. It's starting to go higher, so we want to go ahead, hop into a confirmation position. This is where we throw down our heavier lot. Now, I'm saying heavier lot like, oh, he's telling me to throw that standard, baby. Let's go. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's that 1%er right there. This was a test trade. This is where we want to go ahead and handle that 1%er so we can go ahead and send that back up. Give me a 2 if that makes sense, guys. Lambo lots. Yeah, we get there in time. Let's go, guys. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions, guys? Do you consider head and shoulders like a W? I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like letters. I try not to. I know a lot of people will, and I don't, because you can see a W in consolidation. Consolidation is the easiest M and W you can see. Right? It's just I don't want to label it like that. Now, maybe because Oren used to call it that, and the only one I really liked was like the long form W. It's something that looks like this, long form, and then change a character. But again, I don't even like to mark it up like that or even call it that. Focus on the breaker structures, your lower lows and lower highs. I'm telling you, I know you're new, but once you focus on structure and understand higher highs and higher lows, I promise you, bro, this becomes a whole lot easier. And I'll break it down on the live chart right now too. Got you. No, I would not consider that a W then. Any questions, guys? Bet, let's get it. What pair do you guys want me to look at today? I usually press some random pairs, but you guys can let me know. What do you guys want to look at? What did you guys look at this week?
EJ.
EJ. Let's go ahead. Now look at this, guys. Look at this. Actually, let's go back real quick because I want to see if we can fit that. Let me see. Where were we? Oh my goodness, bro. The computer is going. Trying to see if we can get this in a full screen. Mm,
Hey, I did have a question for you, bro.
what's up?
So say you see a change of character and then the candle closes above that previous high, but would you look for previous zones like in past trading days to see if there's like past liquidity there because like support and resistance, or would you still just only take that trade based off of a break of structure?
No, definitely look for liquidity in order to help you have higher probability. Always, always look for higher probability. That's something that I like to look at on live charts. Um, just breaking that down and trying to make liquidity with the simple drawing is just too much. It makes it too complicated. But I do go over that and when we break down the charts.
Okay, because your edge is good. I was just saying, like with support and resistance zones, it can kind of, go either way type thing.
What do you mean exactly?
Like if you were to see a break of structure with what you're explaining, but then there be a resistant zone right above that because past liquidity in like a previous trading day, that could
Okay,
still it retrace, back down.
possibly. Yeah, but
So
when you
that's why I
ride
was,
with
if you use that as well, like, oh, there is past liquidity here because, the previous day might have made a higher high or a lower low, whatever.
right,
And oh, cool.
cool. Let me go ahead keep this there for you guys real quick, so you guys can have some examples. Awesome. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and head to. You said EJ. EJ. All right. So we all know that the yens have been freaking bullish for pretty much the whole year, right? So let's go to the weekly. We can see that it's easily going higher. It's not hard to tell at all, right? So we can see here. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not gonna forget this because we have liquidity here. This is something I like to mark up the yens every now and then just for extra practice. I feel like they're probably the hardest pairs, other than the New York session. I feel like EU and GU aren't that tough. But this would be the starting point right here, right? We see that rally breakout, my starting point. So I'm gonna leave that there. Now look at how we have some liquidity, trendline liquidity right here. So I'm just gonna identify this, leave that there for us, because in the future, if market wants to pull back, we'll be locked and loaded. Awesome. So let's go ahead, guys. We can see that we have a high here, and we need for that to have a break and close above. All right, so I'm not saying we could have definitely caught some positions here. We could even see that we have a break of structure in this little area with this small little rally, right? Small little rally, starting point, easy continuation move. And I'm guys, like when the market is literally continuation, like the yens have been so bullish, all you guys had to do was look for buys. Like literally forget about the sells. I mean, if it's beautiful and it's there, then you can do what you want, but the higher probability is just continue to wait for buys, right? Same thing here. Break a structure to the upside. Actually, we don't break structure till here, right? So the starting point in this area, oops, would be this one. Now, it was struggling to hold and continue higher, but we did hold it down. Hold it down, and we continue higher. Now, this last push there gave us this BOS to the upside. Clear BOS. Boom. So my starting point would be right here. Easy money. Now we could see this is the higher high and the higher low. So we need for market to break and close above this wick, which it just did. So look, the euros, yens are bullish, right? Right. So where do you think its next buy position is going to be, guys? On the weekly chart. the closest buy position. Where do you guys see this at? You guys can circle it up on my chart if you guys can delete it. Where should I move this to? If we just got to break a structure, let's go, Shani. We have a starting point right here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Raj. We have a starting point right there, right? So let's go ahead. Let's drop to lower time frame. Let's go to the daily. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at this. I actually, let me see. Did we get this zone already? A little change of character, head and shoulder. Yes, we did, I think. Yeah, we did. We got that. I still wouldn't doubt, though. Let's take a look. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. So I'm seeing this. I've been eyeballing this move for a minute. It just looks a little suspect because we have, like, watch. We have a change of character here, right? We know that the market bounced off of a starting point. So let's look at the structure. Let's take a look at this. We have a break of structure to the downside. And then my change of character line would be here, right? So we have lower low, lower high. Then we have some type of equal low. And then we take off, right? So this is still the last BOS before we change character. So don't be surprised if the market comes lower. I've been eyeballing this thing for a minute, and I mean, I usually smack the shit out of the end. So take a look at this, guys. And we just have trendline liquidity chilling all throughout here. All throughout here. So do not be surprised if the market wants to peak down below and tap this area. All right, let's take a look at what else is down here, just for double confirmation. I mean, this is the best high probability buy that's closest to live price, in my opinion, or else everything else is just way, way down here. Right? Way, way down here. I mean, I like this, but this is major news would have to happen for market to come down here. Right? Not saying it can't happen. Right? Because we do have a last break of structure. Or I wouldn't say break a structure, but we do have a liquidity sweep before reversing, right? We have the reversal right here. We have, let's just, dive deeper in that thing real quick. You see how it touched the starting point? Look at this. Touched the starting point, got some pips off of it. Comes back inside to hit everybody break even, and then we take off. Change character. So we have a head and shoulder here as well, waiting for an entry, but that's kind of far. Now we do have liquidity right here as well, and I'm not saying it can't come back here, but the closest buy probability is right here, or buy opportunity is right here, and the second one would be a little bit down here, right? We just broke structure on the weekly, I believe. Was it the weekly? Yes, we just broke structure on the weekly, so the closest buy opportunity would be these two areas right here. Weekly starting point, and then a 4 hour shoulder. And I'm liking this shoulder, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I kinda like it. Kinda like it. But let's take a look. Even on the 4 hour time frame, guys, continuation moves were being made. Continuation moves were being made. Look at this. Yeah, let's move this out the way real quick. Look at all this liquidity right here, guys. All this liquidity. Like did we break structure? No, we didn't break structure to the downside, but we clear liquidity, guys. When you're able to see consolidation, when you're able to identify consolidation, it makes it a lot easier. Look at this, consolidation, liquidity sweep. We change character, right? So when you see consolidation, guys, and then the market peaks out and then immediately reverses like this, when you see consolidation, the market peaks out and then immediately reverses, that's a head and shoulder, guys. That's a head and shoulder. So look at this. We have a liquidity sweep. Another one. I'll just move this one over here. guess I could have just put the X's because it is X's. Market was swept. Boom. We get the reversal here. Now look at this, guys. This is a way clearer change of character than this. Who can agree? Now, I'm not saying that's not one because the market did break and close above, but I like to have confidence, right? I like to have confidence. Now, this is a breakout rally, right? That is a breakout rally. We do break out, and this technically would have been the starting point, right? But it gave us some trouble, but it held. It held, right? But this one, that's a lot better for me. Like, that's like, okay, I don't mind missing a move because it gives me confirmation. And I mean, the market's going to give opportunities all the time. So no matter what, I'm going to make something. I'm going to catch something, right? So boom, starting point right here. Exactly. There you go. We catch a starting point. Now look at this, guys. Look at this. Breakout rally. Starting point missed. No worries. No worries. It happens. Sometimes we're going to miss some, right? Market, hey, the yens are bullish, bro. When they're bullish, they're just going to continue. But we have to continue to mark up as well. We get a break of structure to the upside. Hey, patience is very, very key. We have a break of structure to the upside. Now, this last break of structure gave us the solid break of structure on the weekly. The market comes back. Boom. This is today. You're up. Friday. You're up on a Friday, baby. You caught one trade. It didn't pick you up on the second one. Boom. Picks you up on the third one. And we continue to go higher. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? So look. Let's take that off. Let's go back to the weekly. Let's adjust. Let's adjust this. Let's go to the daily. Did I ever go down to the daily? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adjust this starting point. So this is the weekly starting point, right? Now we could still see structure here. We can still see structure here. And this is the last selling candle. So I'm just going to tighten that up a little bit. Boom. So look at this, guys. Remember how I said that the shoulder, the liquidity sweep is a shoulder? Boom. The daily starting point, actually the weekly starting point, I believe. Oh no, yeah, the daily starting point. The daily starting point and the head and the shoulder line up almost right on top of each other. 50%. Right? So this is opportunity one because this is the weekly starting point. And if the market wants to go lower and clear this liquidity, we have a second opportunity right here. I like this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Boom, boom. Delete this. We can delete this as well. This is it, guys. Boom. This is it. Now we're waiting. Right now we're waiting. Unless the market wants to continue, the head would be the red candle. Yes. The head would be the red candle in the center that almost looks like a doji candle. Yes, that's exactly right. That's the head. Right? But on the 4-hour time frame, there's some structure to it a little bit. Right now it's two candles. Right now it's two candles. But this is solid, guys. Now again, oops, the market can leave this here for a couple days, couple weeks. Look at what market is doing right now. If we break and close, we could possibly continue up higher. We break and close, we could possibly have a starting point right here. Continue the market up. Continue to mark it up. Now look, when the market comes down to this entry, guys, what should we be doing? As the market is coming down, creating structure, what should we be doing? Looks nice. Lots of trendline liquidity waiting for. Yep. What should we be doing, family?
Marking BOS.
Yes. Good stuff, brother. As market is making that stair-step market structure, that staircase market structure, we got to continue to mark up that break of structure and have our change of character line locked and loaded, right? Have it there. Draw that, guys. Like, don't be too cool. Like, do not be too cool. I promise you, when you guys draw this, you guys will have more confidence because now the market is actually listening to you. You're not trying to, make things happen. Nah, you're leaving your zones there. You're leaving your markups there. And now the market has to do what you're saying. We have a BOS, 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 BOS. Now I need that change of character line. Boom. Need change of character for buy opportunity. Should my change of character line be right here? Where should it be, guys? Well, what's up,
On the
son?
left first downside.
Yes. Yes, right here. Right here. Because what if that actually happens, guys? What if the market rejects, changes character? Now, you're going to see me get in right here. You're going to see Teresa get in right here. Shawnee get in right here. Patrick get in right here. Marlene get in right here. Carlos get in right here. Raj get in right here. Miguel get in there. You're going to see all the powerhouse get in right here. But because you wanted to give some space to the market, you wanted to give too much respect to the market, you waited for the change of character to happen here, and you possibly missed this move. Does that make sense, guys? Let the market do what you want. Because look, if the market actually doesn't break and close above, we're not going to go higher. We can have a whole candle above, but if it doesn't close above, we're not going to go higher. Do you guys ever see candles that look like this? Candle, 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 and then it'll leave something like this.
Yeah.
And then you know what the market does?
Hey, that's when hello people get in and they get clapped because it's gonna continue to go down.
Exactly.
I remember you
Exactly.
said that if the body doesn't touch the change of character, I remember you said something about that too.
Yeah, we want the whole candle to break and close above that line.
Mm-hmm.
The candle can be above. Now that's good. That's a good sign, right? But we
Yeah.
have to wait for that candle to expire. Once that candle hits 0, is it above this black line or below this black line? If
Yeah.
it's above this black line, what are we looking for? Buy opportunities.
Yeah.
But if it's below this black line, it's not going to continue going up. It's going to continue dropping lower. Does that make sense, guys? It's very important. Let the market respect you, right? Don't give too much respect to the market. Mark it up. They already made the structure for you. You just have to mark it up. Now look, the market can do all this. Continue to go lower, and all we have to do is adjust. All we have to do is adjust. Boom, the market hits the shoulder zone. Now we should already have our BOSs marked up. And this needs to be right here. We're giving it no breathing room. You ever play basketball and someone's just D'ing you up, locking you down? You're like, bro, I can't even dribble, bro. What's going on here? He's giving me no space. Or if you're a receiver, bro, and you got the corner teeing you up, like, I had no catches today, bro. No catches today. But as soon as we break and close above, guys, we're now looking for buy opportunities. Boom. We can continue higher. Does this make sense, fam? Because this right here is a big ass zone. I'm gonna be real. I'm not getting in first touch on this big ass zone. That's too big. That's way too big. Now this head and shoulder, I'll be down. I'll be down because that's a way better risk to reward. But I'm not taking my test right here. Now I have it there because I need to see structure. What if market structure comes down to this area, touches it, and respects the weekly starting point? Because the yens are freaking bullish, bro. They're in so much momentum. They don't have to listen to your shoulder. They don't have to listen to your markups, right? All they have to do is listen to the structure that was created. That's it. So as soon as they get that, let's say they just touch this, little touch, boom, little touch, and then they change character. Hey, it's time to go. It's time to go. Does that make sense, guys? Bro, they have to listen to me, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mess with no toxic, none of the toxic. I don't, bro. Hell no. No way. Give me a pair, guys, before we get out of here. What other pair you guys want me to look at? Let me know. Got a couple minutes. Peso. Hey, Peso, where you been at? I've been getting money. Where you been at? Alright. Peso, bruh. Peso. Look at the alert king. You'll never see anybody with more alerts than me, baby. I know what the market's doing at all times, bruh. They can't fart without me taking a whiff, bro. I know everything they're doing, bruh. I swear to you. Look at, you guys think I'm telling you guys to mark this up for your benefit? I do it for me too. I need the BOS. I need that. Dollar's bullish right now. You know what I'm saying? God, I'm telling you guys. I'm not telling you to do things I don't do myself. I'm a real one too, guys. Y'all know what's up. Oh! What? Guys, we talked about this. Did anybody take this? Whose play was this? Josue. Josue, are you on the call, bro? Pop out, bro. Front of the class, bro. Where you at, bro? Is he on today? Oh, he lucked out, bro. He lucked out. He called this last week. He said, hey, look at Peso. He said, hey, look at Peso. I said, okay, cool. Let's look at Peso then. Let's go up. What's going on? We actually back tested this, right? We back tested this. And a lot of people, because of this wick right here, a lot of people are like, I missed out. I'm buying the momentum right here. But you know what happened? That shit came right back down and even lower. Where to? Let's look at the charts. Let's look at the charts, guys. I don't mess around, bro. Look at the charts. We have BOS to the downside. Stupid candle. That shit's stupid. Bottom. BOS to the downside. BOS to the downside. Now look at this, guys. We have one last BOS before we get this nasty, nasty, nasty momentum. Right? So we do have a breakout rally to the upside. Right? Which means we have a starting point. But we also have a shoulder right here. Boom. Now look at this. A lot of people think that they missed out on this play because the market is way up here, right? Oh man, we missed it. We missed it. No, you didn't. You set your alerts. Look at that snipe. You set your alerts and you wait for the market to come back, because I promise you guys, when the market makes that U-turn, it's time to go. Now, I shouldn't say I promise. I shouldn't say that. But look, guys, when you start doing the things, a lot of right things are going to happen for you, right? But look, when you see this wick way up here, I like to tell y'all, right, when it makes that reverse and it makes that U-turn to come pick you back up, a lot of the times, guys, it's going to go past it. It's going to go past it. So when you could set alerts and mind your business and you do the right things happen for you. So if anybody took we actually caught this. We sent this into the levels chat and we smacked this. We smacked Peso, right? Left it alone because I don't even trade Peso like that. I said that was a good opportunity. I'll take that opportunity. Caught my dubs. I got out around like right here, right? Market went up higher. I wasn't even tripping. I didn't look at it ever again until they brought it up. Now look at this. Look at this. We can do the same thing for sales, guys. BOS to the upside. BOS to the upside. What happened? The market changed character. Boom. BOS. Lots of consolidation, right? Lots of consolidation. Wait for confirmation, guys. We get the breakout rally. We change character. Guys, we have a starting point right here. that had a little bit of respect. We got a little drop. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do about this little drop, right? Our job is to identify zones. Oh my goodness. And take opportunities as they come. Most likely, this right here would have been a break even. The market comes right to our shoulder zone, and we're in profit right now, right? So this is clean. This is clean. Man, this is nice. I ain't gonna cap. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Monthly real quick. Oh, I'm telling you guys, look at, just go to higher time frames, guys. Just take a look. Take a little gander. Take a little gander. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Look at this. What is this, guys? We have a higher high, higher low. All types of consolidation. If you're trading the monthly time frame, you're waiting for this breakout, which means you waited damn near 5 years for this breakout, right? But it happened. BOS to the upside. That's a clear break of structure. Now, my change of character is right here because this is the lower low. Not none of this. This is the consolidation. That's internal market structure. We have higher high, higher low. Now this is where they want to confuse you. Know where your higher high is, know where your higher low is, and wait for the breakouts. Especially on lower time frames, guys. Right? Break a structure to the upside. We had a starting point right here on the monthly. It was holding it down for 1, 2, 3, about 3 years. It was holding it down for 3 years. Couldn't do nothing, right? We have the change of character. Now look at what we got. We have a starting point right here. I remember getting 2,000 pesos for 100 back in 2020. Damn, y'all was eating good, right? We have a starting point right here. Oh my gosh, look at what this move went to. A little rejection off the starting point, guys. I'm telling y'all, man. Even when I be back testing, looking at charts, I'd be surprising myself. Look it, we barely missed that. We barely missed that sell. But look it, confirmation. If you miss this, that's okay. What just happened? They let us know what they want to do now. They let us know what they want to do now. Just trust the market structure, guys. Trust the market structure. Now look at, let's go back up. Let's go back up because I'm excited. If that zone fails and they want to disrespect, right? We have a shoulder right here. Now I'm gonna set an alert for this because this is probably gonna be the nastiest swing that I'm ever gonna take. I've been buying pesos all my life, been in the markets for over forever, and I didn't even know. Crazy. Now look at this, guys. Where can it be headed down to? We have a nasty break of structure. Crazy breakout rally. That's a crazy breakout rally right there. Crazy. Right? My starting point on the monthly is right here. It's right there. We also have one right here. Man, we can see that. There's hella starting points down onto the downside that weren't respected. Right? So we have some starting points down here. There's a lot of incentive to come down back down here. How long? Who knows? Right? If it took damn near 6 years to come up here, shit, I don't mind holding sales for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But this is solid, guys. Let's go back down to the daily. Let's go back down to the daily real quick. Now, it just missed that starting point. Jesus. Just missed that. This is a good sign, though. I like the 4-hour structure because look at what's happening, guys. What should I be doing? What should I be doing as the market is heading up to my zone, guys?
Putting your line of break of structure.
Yes. Put my break of structure line. Yes. Yes, Abel. Let's go, baby. You're new, right? Love it, bro. Keep interacting, bro. You're gonna cut your own learning curve, bro. Promise you. When you interact, you stay active, you cut your learning curve. Let's continue. Boom. Market is continuing to go higher, guys. Continuing to go higher. We have a slight, I would not call that a break of structure. That's a break of structure for sure. Another break of structure. So now my change of character line should be where? Right here? Should my change of character line be right there, guys?
No,
No, where should it be? Yes, Shawnee. Yes.
the last one.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. Boom. Boom. Oh, snap. What's good? What's good? What's happening right now? Okay, that's a much clearer one. You see how that one was a little suspect? A little suspect. With that the next one? Okay, that's all right, bet. Bet. So look at this, guys. We have a breakout rally to the downside. Super clean, which makes this last buying candle my starting point. Not only that, I have a shoulder right here. Boom. Oops. Right on top of each other. Right on top of each other. My stop loss. Let's see. I mean, at least down to here. 1 to 3. Clean 1 to 3. If we can take it down to here, this is right here is where we got to be easy. For sure, we got to be easy because this is the next buy zone. We have an imbalance, a starting point, and a shoulder right here. So we definitely have to be easy with continuing or holding right there. Definitely want to partial some of that money out. Definitely. But nonetheless, 1 to 3 for sure. For sure. So this is what I would be waiting for. Market to come back up and continue down. Right? If market wants to disrespect that and go higher, well, guys, that's okay. Take that loss like a boss because you have your next zone locked and loaded. We know where it wants to go now. We know where it wants to go. Right? So, this is fire. I like this. This is fire. Boom. Does anybody have any questions before we end the night?
Yeah, why'd you put that BOS going on that a little uptrend?
Because I want to understand what the market is doing at all times.
Yeah,
right?
but why is it BOS? I don't.
Okay, well look, check me out, bro. Right here. Let's take a look. You know what BOS stands for?
Yeah, break of structure.
Okay. So did this candle?
Oh, it broke the higher high. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I feel you. My bad.
Yes. No, you're good. You're good. But that gives us clarity, right? When you could see that, okay, cool, mark it up. Because once the market wants to go ahead and reverse, we know what it wants to do now. This is the change of character. Boom, change of character. Let's start looking for some sell opportunities. Boom. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. This is pretty clean. Dang, I didn't even take this. I didn't even set an alert. Did I set an alert for that monthly one? Okay. Crazy. Crazy. Any questions, guys, before we end the night? Let me know. Let me know. Before we end the night, guys, what do you guys feel like you guys need? I feel like I break down the same thing almost every call, right? And obviously, I'm about repetition. I want you guys to understand and understand and understand it and have as many notes of the same thing as possible. But what do you guys feel like you need? What can I help you guys with exactly? That way I can prepare something for next week. And if this is fine with you guys, what's up? Oh, you're going to have to fix that. Well, what's up? Oh, what did you say? What was it? Did I miss something? Oh, okay. She gonna type. She gonna type. Nah, she's typing. But that was a fire call, guys. I appreciate you guys asking questions. That makes the calls a lot better. Whether you're new, intermediate, or advanced, everybody is at different stages, which means they are at different obstacles. They're facing different obstacles. Every level of your trading career will have a different obstacle that you need to face in order for you to understand the markets like a boss, right? So don't be hesitant. It's okay to ask your questions, guys. When I first came in trading levels, I was the first person trading levels in Powerhouse, which means no one could really help me, right? I couldn't really ask for one-on-one help, really, right? Only on Go Live, literally only on Go Live. And once I was able to have some clicking moments, man, and have my questions answered, everything else skyrocketed. So once you guys ask your questions, I believe you guys are gonna have some massive growth. Let me see. Can we do bigger time frame structure than smaller time frame entries? Yes, macro to micro. Correct? That's what you want to do. Yes, got you. All right, cool. Now I know what we can go over for next week. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Fire call, everybody. I appreciate you guys for being active. I appreciate you. I appreciate the 21 of you guys plugging in. I know it's a Friday. You guys could be doing anything. But yeah, man, you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you guys back test. That's the one thing. Who feels like they have levels understood? They know what to do. They can see the BOS. They can see the starting points. They can see the stop losses. Who feels like they can understand levels a little bit? Give me a 1 if you feel like you can see things now. Now, this is the thing. For those who have put 1, you guys have to backtest as much as possible. It's very important you guys backtest. Or else, every time you take a trade, you're practicing on a live setup. And that's just not what you want to do, right? Basketball players, they go into the arena before their game, like pros. They go hours before their game, put up 1,000+ shots, right? And in the game, an average person only puts up about 30 to 50 shots. So they're putting in massive amounts of practice and reps in before that live opportunity. Right? So think about it. If you're not doing any practicing and the only time you're practicing is on a live setup, we got to nip that in the butt and give ourselves at least an hour. An hour, guys, a week. Start with an hour. I know it can be challenging, right? If you guys need help, you guys can hit me up, right? But start with an hour a week and start growing from there. And I promise you, once you guys start seeing growth and results while you backtest, bro, you're going to backtest Saturday and Sunday. And on Monday, once Monday comes around, be like, all right, bet. Come on, baby. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So for those who put 1, backtest as much as possible, right? You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Peace out, everybody.